Are you sure that your salespeople are focused on the right things? Do you know if they're performing at the highest level or if there's room for improvement? Well, today I'm going to share the most important metrics that top remodelers use to measure their sales team's effectiveness in just a moment. Hi, I'm Victoria Downing and welcome to PowerTips TV, where we talk about tips, tactics, and techniques to help you build a strong, profitable remodeling company. At a recent Roundtables peer group meeting, I participated in a rousing discussion of the techniques and procedures used in managing sales successfully. As you can imagine, once a company reaches a high volume, it's more important than ever to use a proven, effective sales process. For one thing, once you hit a higher volume, rarely can the owner continue to be the only salesperson. Typically, there are 1 to 4 additional salespeople on the team, especially if you're getting into the $5 million and more range. To maintain the company's reputation and to make measurement more effective, all the salespeople should follow the same solid process. Secondly, the company has to maintain this volume to cover expenses and profit as you go forward. So they need measurements that a process provides to see when and how to turn up the volume on marketing and sales efforts. Now, there were dozens of great topics discussed, but today we're going to focus on one of the important elements, the metrics that sales managers use to measure sales effectiveness. All of the savvy business owners that were in the meeting with me agreed that results, the number of projects sold, as well as the revenue and the gross profit generated, are the ultimate measure. But what else do they measure on a regular basis? Close ratios, the ratio between the qualified prospects and your first close. Now, if you're design build, that could be a design contract. If you're not design build, it might be the construction contract. So you want to track that. Now, if you're design build, you also want to measure the ratio between the design contracts and construction contracts. Comparing these among salespeople can quickly uncover those people who are weaker, and then you can train for the improvement that you need. Plus, many of these owners agree that the best sales managers also measure the activities that create sales. Here's a short list of what we discussed. 1, the number of self-generated leads within a specific period of time. And yes, I believe that all salespeople should self-generate some portion of their leads. Number 2, the number of self-generated referrals within that same period of time. We all know referrals are the best leads ever. Your salespeople should be asking for referrals from every single client. Measure it and track it to make sure it stays top of mind. Number 3, the number of calls to previous clients with the goal of generating new business. Number 4, the number of visits to architects or interior designers if that's a place from where you get business. I've seen this process in action. Several years ago, we took 3 of our top roundtable groups to visit a highly successful remodeler that was out in the Northwest. Now, during the process of learning about the operation, the owner showed us a chart. Now, on one axis were the names of the sales representatives. On the other axis was a long list of activities in which the salespeople could participate. This list included everything from work in the showroom on Saturdays, which was a bit optional, to presenting an educational seminar, to sending out a personalized newsletter to their own list of contacts. Now, from this chart, the results were exceedingly clear. Those salespeople who participated in more of these activities had significantly higher results. So if you're not measuring the activities that drive sales, along with the other metrics we discussed earlier, you should be. What sales metrics do you measure? Share your process with us in the comment section below. Everybody else, check back every couple of days to keep learning and reading what others are doing. Now, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to PowerTips TV today. And if you've not visited remodelersadvantage.com yet, I invite you to do so and join the thousands of remodelers across the U.S. and Canada who are part of RA Nation. We'd love to have you too. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next week. Is that good? Do I have to redo? At a recent meeting of one of our roundtable peer groups, this one with owner of companies, okay, I'm not moving, so 1, close ratios. The ratio What?
Are you hot?
As Morgan says.
Now we're good.
Warm? No, I'm doing okay if I need to do something over. A little bit more. Thank you. All right, you can go now.